I'm Friends with the DJ, hosted by AJ the Silver Fox.
Welcome back to another episode of I'm Friends with the DJ. I'm your host, AJ the Silver Fox, and we are on location at the new home of Sundown Social, and I'm here with the creator of Sundown Social, Roger. Welcome, thank you.
Yes, no, welcome.
How's it going?
You know, it's going great.
What do you think of everything that's here?
You know, we are extremely excited for this new chapter here in San Antonio and the ability that we have this cool outdoor space that actually lets us do a lot of different things.
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, our guests have wanted to do something new and cool, and so we have a lot in store, I promise.
I mean, I'm looking around these mature trees, this huge outdoor space. You got the food, you got the vendors, you got the people, the crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, this is amazing.
I will tell you, Isaac and I, as well as all of our artists and everyone that is a part of our team, we are very grateful for every single person that comes out to dance and to smile and to have fun. That's why we've been able to grow now. Since the last time we talked, we went to Houston. Well, now we're in Austin. We're working on Dallas, but we also are going to announce something cool coming up next week. So again, everybody needs to stay.
And you hear
Stay
it
in
here.
store.
Exactly, you heard it here first. Of course, I always get all the latest news and info.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about who's here today.
Yeah.
Tell me about your artists.
So we knew that for today's event, we wanted to have something that was hard-hitting, fun, exciting, dancing. So I had always had this event called Bangers Only, where I wanted nothing but people that were just gonna hit the gas. A lot of times I'll try to go through a whole journey throughout the entire event. Today, literally, it's just make people dance. And so Berkey was on first. He's from Dallas. He already had to go back, but right now we have Chris Love, who came all the way from Houston, and he's doing a phenomenal job. But we also have some of our other favorites that are gonna play today. You'll be able to have XK, Shelby, Rated Rico, and then also Sam Evo is coming back from Houston. So
Amazing. Well, I'm super excited about it. I hope I get to sit down with them. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. And
also,
Tell me.
is actually really cool that you're actually doing this next evolution of
Thank
what
you.
you are building.
Thank you.
This is fucking awesome.
Thank you.
It's
You know,
absolutely cool.
You know, it's the mono sound. It's brand new. It's a portable studio that allows me to be on location. And the sound, guys, it is so loud in here. The music is bumping. It's banging, as you said, with the Bangers Only. But again, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
We'll catch you again soon. Thanks, guys. Bye. Well, we are back, and joining me is Chris Love, who
Hello.
came off of joining us today with I'm Friends with the DJ. So your set was amazing.
I appreciate that. That means a lot.
And so tell me about your sound. Tell me about who you are. Like, tell everyone. So what do you want people to know?
Yeah, so I actually started less than a year ago DJing. I started in June of last year. And what got me so much into it was just for the fact I saw my friends following their passions, and I thought, why not me too? So ever since, I grinded, try to learn everything. And nowadays, you can learn everything through YouTube, literally. So I was on YouTube University, learning everything, you know, got my bachelor's in YouTube, learning every last thing about DJing, producing, everything. And I went out there, you know, I have a love for all types of genres in EDM, I'll be honest, from house, techno, everything. I try to attend as many events I live in Houston, so I try to attend as many events as possible in the Houston area. And I come down to Austin and San Antonio too. Whenever I have friends also playing here at times, I just drive down here, love to attend their shows because I love to show support at the end of the day. They show so much support to me, I want to reciprocate that energy back to them. And what got me into DJing for sure, and what got me into EDM in general, was just my love for Avicii, my love for I was a very big progressive house person in high school. That's all I would listen to. Avicii, Martin Garrix, Tiesto, and Alesso, all them. But yeah, that's everything that led me here. There's probably a lot more about me, but I'll go ahead and let you.
So, I mean, so how long have you been DJing?
For me, less than a year. So yeah, in June is
Really?
when I started.
Wow.
Yes, in June.
Less than a year. That's
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah, no.
You're fantastic. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I find it's so much easier to be really great at something when you have the passion for it, in my sole opinion, you know. So I knew I had the passion, and it was very, how do I say, it didn't feel like work, to
Right.
be quite honest with you.
Right.
I woke up, and whenever I had free time, I would grind out learning new stuff on how to mix, and then as well as learning how to produce, and then learning how to find the right songs to make into my deck and curate my set. for
That's
sure.
amazing. That's so awesome. So
Yes.
in Houston, do you have any like home base or places that you are regular at?
So for me, I actually jump around a lot in the Houston area. Specific places, there's a lot, so I really can't name, but just a few is, for example, Bauhaus is one of the bigger house clubs in Houston. I've played there before. I've played at a few coffee shops around Houston as well.
Fun.
Just some little morning rave kind of stuff
Oh,
is really
fun.
cool. Lounge clubs as well, some cocktail terrace bars in Houston area. I play at mainly everything. Honestly, anywhere that has a crowd, I love to see the crowd in front of me having a great time. That brings me so much joy. That's the reason why I love to do DJing so much, if I'm being very honest
That's
with you.
awesome.
Yes.
And are you born and raised in Houston or?
Born and raised, yes.
That's great.
Yes.
That's cool. So have you, aside from San Antonio, this is your first time playing here at this amazing venue, 3-0.
It's really nice, yes.
Where have you gone outside of Houston to play elsewhere?
Not yet. This is actually my very first time going outside of Houston. You know, less than a year, I was just sticking in Houston, trying to build up my network, get to know people, and I'm trying to get to know more and more people who have given me opportunities, which I'm very blessed that I'm even out here today, you know. It's great, awesome to play for a new crowd and bring new energy to new people.
I mean, your
nice.
sound's amazing. It's
Yes.
really great. So
Thank you.
I think the future's endless with what you could bring to the table.
Thank you.
Tell me, so aside from those favorites, are there any local Houston DJs that you have mentored you or anything like that?
What was your question? Sorry.
I said, so with local Houston DJs, do you have any mentors or anything that has helped you, or has it been strictly YouTube?
I will say when I first started, my first ever event that I played was thanks to a guy named Lewis. He goes by Bass Control there in Houston. He gave me my first opportunity to play at an event, which I'm very grateful for. And honestly, there's a lot of people I met in Houston. There's a lot of great DJs in the Houston area I've met, even out here in Austin, San Antonio. So there's so many to name, but they know who they are for sure, who has helped me, and I would support them. I just reciprocate the same energy that they give to me practically.
That's so awesome.
Yes.
That's great. So aside from being a DJ, who are you as a person? Tell me, do you have like a day job? Do you have like, what else do you do?
Yeah, so for me, my whole life, my dad, he works in the entertainment industry. And for me as well, I have my own business. I work in entertainment as well. I do a lot of sales. For me, I'm a hard entrepreneur worker is what I do outside of DJing. That's just what I love to do. I love to build, I love to network, I love to meet new people, I love to go out, socialize. That's just in me what I like to do at the end of the day. And I think that's why I love this so much, coming out here and playing for a new crowd and everything.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know, I think when it comes to, you have to have a certain charisma about you, and you definitely have that. So I think, like I said already, the endless opportunity that you have is very fortunate, and I'm glad I got to experience it.
Thank you.
So, do you plan on coming back to San Antonio again, or what's next? What else do you have going on?
Absolutely. Well, yeah, I plan on coming back. Ultimately, whenever I'm given the opportunity again to come out here, come back here, Austin, Dallas. I'm always willing to go out and get new opportunities outside of Houston for sure. It's not something where I do it for anything else, but solely just to play out there for new crowds and new energy. I just love to meet new people all the time.
So aside from work and DJing, what do you like to do on your off time?
Truthfully, this is what I like to do on my off time. If I'm being very honest with you, when I'm not doing work, when I'm not doing anything else, I just get in my room, my studio room, and start producing, start DJing. I love to produce. And that's practically, and I always like to learn. I hop on YouTube every day. I know I'm not perfect. I know I could learn more every single day. And truthfully, I think that's what makes me so what's the word to use? Being able to progress as a DJ more and more, because I'm always willing to learn, and I think that's the way people should be. You know, no one knows everything. You know,
Right.
you always can learn something every single day. So that's what I try to do with my music production, and that's what I try to do with my DJing as well. That's literally all I do in my free time, if I'm being very honest with you.
That's cool. That's great.
Yeah.
You know, so where can people find you? Are you on social media? Are you on SoundCloud? Where can everyone find you?
So on everything, on every platform, SoundCloud, Instagram, you can find me at its.chris.love. Yeah, pretty much. That's all it is to me. Yes.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again and hearing your sound. And you heard it right here where you could find him at. Go check him out. SoundCloud, everything. The set was amazing, guys. You have to listen.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for joining.
No, of course.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for having me. For sure.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you. We are on location at the new home of Sundown Social 3.0. And I'm sitting with DJ Zendo,
Hello.
a very good friend of mine. He actually is Dr. Zendo.
Dr. Zendo now.
Dr.
Yes.
Zendo.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining me.
Of course, yeah.
So let's start from the beginning. So who is Zach before Zendo?
So that's a good question. Zach before Zendo is first and foremost a musician.
Love that.
So grew up all around music. I was a percussionist, so drummer.
Okay.
Helps with the DJ gigs sometimes.
Keeping in track and everything.
Keeping track of everything. And musician first. And had a few different kind of life changes that put me in different directions.
Okay.
And really before Zendo also came the start of Dr. Zach, which was when I started dental school. Finished that, and so now we're kind of got the combination.
That's
going,
amazing.
so,
That's amazing. And currently, right now, you're in Dallas, right?
Based in Dallas.
Based in Dallas.
But DJ kind of most Texas cities at the moment.
Amazing.
Large cities. But
Love
we're
that.
relocating to Austin.
That's
so
amazing.
we'll be much closer to San Antonio. So
Right. I love that. So, speaking of being a DJ,
Yeah.
what made you get started? Like, what inspired you to become a DJ?
So for me, I think I followed the route of a lot of DJs, which is you kind of see everything as a spectator first. You hear all the music as a spectator first. And then little by little, you get different tastes of different pockets. And I was like, well, that looks kind of fun up there. There's a performance element that I liked, and got a little beginner board, started just filming myself, do, small
When was
videos
that?
and stuff.
When did you start?
That was probably about 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very recent.
Got my first, little baby. I couldn't even tell you what it is. Little Flex something.
Okay.
Little baby board.
That was a brand.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I just started, just kind of mixing stuff together. Before I started performing, because I felt I wasn't maybe at a caliber or just ready to do it,
Right.
I would just turn on the camera and videotape myself, throw it on YouTube. It's a good way to just get practice.
Yeah.
And now here we are. So
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, and tell me about the involvement of Zendo. Like, how did, starting from just YouTube in your room or, at home, what was your first gig? Like, how did that go?
So, I started all that YouTube stuff and really wasn't doing too much house music out and about.
Okay.
I had a gig or two here and there that were a little bit of like Latin house, a little kind of Latin pop music.
Okay.
Which I love. I have a soft spot for. You hear it in my music too.
Yes,
There's always
yes,
a little flavor.
yes.
But wasn't like my true passion. And but then actually I feel like Sundown Social was a big Kickstarter because I remember seeing their info and I was like, oh, what's this event that's going on? And followed their Instagram, got in contact with Roger, and he said,
you reached out.
I kind of started the initial
Conversation.
just follow and just curiosity, if you will.
Yeah.
And then he's saying, we're having interviews for our
The next lineup.
class in 2026.
Yeah.
Which is beginning of this year, and I was like, I'm interested. And really, I feel like Sundown Social was the first time I really was out there. And that's helped me really progress through other avenues. It's helped me get other gigs as well, more exposure.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, and now we're
So
here.
about this exposure and where have you played now and do you have any residencies or?
No current like residencies.
Okay.
I was kind of finishing the dental degree, so
Right.
it's a little busy.
That's important.
but,
That's very important.
Yeah, stay in school. Yeah, I play here and there. So
Okay.
I've been playing, of course, with Sundown here in San Antonio.
Great.
And then off and on in Austin.
Okay.
Played a few times at If You Know, You Know.
Right.
It's like the rooftop bar at In Cahoots.
Yes. Well, which your first gig outside of, well, with Sundown, outside of San Antonio,
Was there.
over there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So one of my first, really the first outside of San Antonio gig with Sundown was, I think, at that rooftop If You Know, You Know.
Great.
And that
which was huge. It was
it was a great
successful.
time.
Yeah.
It's one of those sets where I kind of just trusted my gut and just, really went with what I wanted to bring to the table, something fun and dancey, and went over well, and was actually kind of the platform that helped me.
The catalyst.
Yeah, the catalyst that helped
That
me kind of
jumped
get
into
more
it.
gigs in that same arena, same bar, and so yeah.
That's amazing.
Very exciting.
So, from there to now, I mean, the ball's rolling and getting bigger and bigger, which is amazing and great. What has been you're finding your sound? What is, tell me about that.
Oh, the loaded question. It's interesting because I feel like I entered the scene very kind of new tech house heavy. I don't know how to describe it except that. Just a lot of what you hear and which I love. But I think especially having that little bit of Latin influence and hearing DJs like Sampacho that have that newer tech house sound, but always have a little dancey flavor with it.
Right.
That with me being a drummer, I think I've finally settled in the sound that is really rhythmic, dancey, with a little like technology twist.
Okay.
I always, in my mind, I think of it as like the natural and the technology together.
Okay.
The natural being the drums,
Yeah.
like really rhythmic,
Tribal, very, like Afro
with a little
house.
bit of technology, new age kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
that's
somewhere
so
in the middle.
interesting. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, with that involvement, and how do you balance your new dentist and day life, night life? Like, how do you balance that?
I think for me, it's a good question because it's hard to answer because sometimes I don't balance very well.
Right.
But really, the music is my big passion, but dentistry always comes first.
Right.
That is the number one, that is my lifelong. Not that music isn't,
No,
but
right.
so I've always put that first, and then it's just kind of been a lot of kind of longer nights, more extended periods of exploring the passion of music.
Yeah.
To just kind of fill the schedule essentially.
Yeah.
So, but I think to keep the balance, sometimes I joke because I'm almost like sometimes I'm the opposite of the typical DJ, and that
Right.
DJs are like, oh, like let me perform last. I want to close the show, and
Right.
love doing that. It's a
Right.
great energy.
Which, like you're doing tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, by the way.
Love doing that energy. But sometimes if I can, again, with the dentistry piece, balance it and say, okay, let me do the earlier slot and open for someone amazing, and that way I can get some rest before my
Day job.
feelings in the morning.
Yeah,
that
your
kind
day
of thing.
job. Yeah,
So,
that's crazy. So, and going back to like Zach, so the dentistry life and everything. So, what made you want to go into that field? Like, what you're like, I like teeth and mouth, like what? Which you have very pretty teeth,
Oh,
by the
thank
way.
you.
So,
it's like a
most
requirement of a
dentists do,
dentist.
right?
Some
Exactly.
say, yeah.
Exactly.
But I think I really like the scientific and the artistic kind of crossroads
Right.
of dentistry, which a lot of people say. But for me, I think coming from a music background, I like that artistic nature, and I'm very kind of intuitive.
Yeah.
And so the scientific portion I liked as well. And I used to actually be a teacher. I was a music
okay.
teacher before.
Oh, okay.
And so
Love that.
I knew I also wanted to help people, but maybe in a different way.
Yeah,
And I liked the way I could do it in this way. So
I love that. That's
landed up
amazing.
here.
That's
I also
amazing.
had it's funny, I had a good friend years ago. I was kind of at that intersection thinking, oh, do I want to keep teaching? And he said something like, well, maybe you should just be something like a dentist. That would explore your passions. And I was like, okay, whatever. And here we are.
Wow.
So,
Just like
kind
that.
of just lit a little spark. And
Yeah.
I looked into everything and I was like, oh,
Wow.
this makes sense.
That's crazy.
So-
And are you originally from Dallas or?
Born and raised. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm from North Dallas area.
Okay,
There's a small town called Little Elm. It's getting bigger,
Okay.
but it's like right by Frisco.
got it.
And then North Dallas
Frisco's
area.
nice. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And then since then, I've basically just been based out of Central Dallas.
Cool. And that's where you got started in. And have you played in anywhere in Dallas or only outside of Dallas?
Yeah, I played
right
a
now?
few bars in Dallas.
And is that like open format or is that
Really, the bars I played there was a little more mixed.
Okay.
A little kind of Latin house and Latin open format.
Ooh, love that.
Which I loved.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I love that.
You know, house music keeps pulling me, so.
I mean, you're pretty good at it. So, you know, I remember when I first saw you at Sundown Social, your sound's amazing. It's really, really
thank you.
cool. And I love that you do like incorporate that Latin flair
Yeah.
to it,
Yeah.
which is, you know, very different coming from a little white boy like
Yeah.
you. You know what I mean?
Well, I married a Latin as well.
Right.
So
Yes, you did.
checks
yes.
out, you know.
Yes. So he's married, so don't. But you know, your growth. Where do you plan on seeing yourself go, or where do you would like to see yourself go?
Yeah. That's something I've thought about a lot.
Yeah.
I think all of us that do this think about that. And for me, I see myself as, DJ and producer. I've made some stuff.
Okay.
Just dabbling in the beginning
Yes.
of that. That
Yeah.
is, I mean, I have so much respect for people that make music of any kind because it's, especially electronic music, to make good electronic music, it is a job and
Right.
a half.
Right.
And to learn all the audio, engineering aspects. But
Right.
I could definitely see myself continuing to make music.
Okay.
But if I had to kind of put out in the future where I see my name or where I want to be,
Yeah.
and maybe it's even different than most DJs in that I don't see the, headlining this and that,
Right. Right.
maybe that would happen, but it's not necessarily,
It will.
Not
It
necessarily
will.
in the plan.
You need to put that out in the universe.
Yeah.
You need to,
Yeah.
manifest.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the plan for me and how I enjoy this the most
Yeah.
is just kind of sharing the music I love. And my ultimate goal, I say this all the time, is just to share my exact kind of passionate music with the exact audience that wants to hear it, which I
Yeah.
think is sometimes a little bit of a struggle in the DJ community because, we like all these different pockets of music, and sometimes maybe you're playing a bar or somewhere where that exact, I don't know, little pocket or intricacy
Right.
isn't maybe what they want. Every
Right.
crowd's different, every bar's different.
Right.
But yeah, to be at those venues with those people that love that exact music I do
Right.
is the goal.
It's
Whether that comes with some big
So-
thing or not, I'm happy. So
and it's all about like playing to the crowd.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
you have to always be able to like maneuver yourself to test the waters and see what's
Yes.
going to be the vibe.
yeah,
Because what you don't want as DJ is an empty dance floor.
of course. Yeah.
Right. That's really interesting, and I think that the passion behind DJs, with their sound and everything, it's all about you wanting to do that for them.
Yeah.
I think that makes a great DJ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see where you're gonna end up and go. That's
Thank
really
you so much.
awesome.
Yeah.
Really, really cool.
Yeah.
So it's our first time
Yes.
interviewing and everything. So I do a little something called the quick mix.
Okay.
Where it's a rapid fire,
Oh,
just
gosh, here we go.
quick questions.
Okay.
So are you ready for the quick mix?
I'm ready.
Okay, cool. So
Let's see.
are you a daytime, nighttime person?
Daytime.
Daytime, perfect. Are you, what do you have for breakfast?
Kind of boring. Eggs, rice cakes.
Eggs and rice cake.
Rice cakes.
This explains your
Boring.
physique. I love it. What's your sign?
My sign? Libra.
Yeah, Libra.
Balance.
Balance.
Dentist, DJ. Balance.
You heard it. Exactly.
Libra,
That's awesome. Okay, so after that, so what's your favorite color?
Green.
Green?
More of darker hunter olive
Okay.
green.
Like your eyes.
Yes. Which
Like
is
your
why
eyes. Yeah,
everybody
I know.
says you look
And
good
it
in
makes
green.
them
I should wear
more-
green.
Exactly. Are you a mountains or beach person?
I'm right in between. Probably mountain if I had to choose.
Oh,
At
really?
this moment, yeah.
Wow, at this moment.
At this
Perfect.
moment.
I just love a beach and sand, so,
Yeah.
but, now, finish the sentence.
Okay.
Life is more fun when.
Music. That was
I love
easy.
it. I love it. So that was a quick mix. Thank you so much. You know, and I want to thank you for joining me and having this fresh moment and letting people know a little bit more about you, because you know people have this perception of DJs, and you know as since I'm friends with the DJs, you know I like to just let people know a little bit more. So thank you so much.
Of course.
You know, so you can also be friends with the DJ, and you could follow them at
Instagram really is the best way. Zach is Zendo.
Zach is Zendo.
Is Zendo. Yeah.
Perfect. Now I'll go ahead and link that so that we could go ahead and follow him. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
And this has been I'm Friends with the DJ, and we'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.